Mr. Deputy Prime Minister Vulin, thank you for joining us on CGTN. This must not be your first time in Beijing. What's your mission here in China this time?
No, I was in China numerous times, and each time when in China, I always I'm astonished how China changed and how China changed in the better. Like any time when I visit China, my purpose is to try that our relations become even better. We have so many common things, so many common issues, so many common problems, but so many common solutions. So I'm here to learn.
Since Chinese President Xi Jinping's first visit to Serbia in June 2016, the two countries' comprehensive cooperation has been deepening, and the relationship between China and Serbia has been called the Iron Friendship. What do you see as the most significant milestones in this Iron Friendship?
In that time, I was Minister for Labor. In that time, that was most important thing, most exciting thing that happened in Serbia. You know, big China came to Serbia, negotiate about something, want to invest in Serbian factory. It was so important for us, you know. And the visit of President Xi Jinping is something that we remember, and remember dearly. You know, President Xi Jinping is one of the greatest leaders in modern world. Man so kind, men who understand, men who listen, men who show you that he understands your problem, that understand where he came. And he in that time, I was astonished, he know everything about Serbia. And we're a very small country, you know, we're a country, it's around maybe 7 million inhabitants. That means that entire Serbia migrate to Beijing, don't notice us. But you show us how you treat your friend as an equal partner.
Today, China has been Serbia's largest foreign investor and the second largest trading partner. How do Chinese investments contribute to Serbia's economic development?
There is one part of the Serbia where your mining company invests. It's east part of the Serbia, and it's most underdeveloped part of the Serbia. With Chinese investment, after the Chinese investment, that part of the Serbia has become the most advanced part of the Serbia. Chinese investors give us opportunity to work, and we work together. And I'm very proud when I see that they put so much effort to keep, for instance, our nature in that part. It's mining company. You know, it's quite hard to find. You know, there is no such a thing as a green mining or pure ecological mining. But you show us that you put so much effort that pollution be much less than before. One of the reasons why we're so proud on our relations is your investments. You know, it's quite hard in this modern world to stay free, to stay independent. Always came some great power with lots of money. With that money came some demands, some political demands. China never ever asked nothing of us. Never asked that we change our policy, that we done elections, that we whatever. China's investments are purely economical, and more of that, Chinese investments are friendly.
Now, Serbia has been consistent in supporting One China principle. In your perspective, what guide to this stance?
The biggest problem of the modern world is not even economy, not even pollution, not even climate change. The biggest problem of the modern world is lack of principle. China is one of few countries in the world who have principle and principle position. China said international law is the most important thing. When someone tried to steal, tried to take over part of your territory, heart of your country, that's Kosovo for us. So when someone tries to steal something from China, to take over the part of it, so important part of your territory, we strongly support the principle One China. That can be only One China, and we really learn from you what is the patience, what is the tolerance. You are great power, you are nuclear power. You could always take the military solution for your problems, but you do not do that. You know how to make atmosphere that people negotiate, that people talk. And we are really grateful because China always supports us in international arena regarding of so-called Kosovo, regarding of any problem that Serbia have. Thank you for that.
Now, this is a quote. Serbia is a Russian ally and will never impose any sanctions against Moscow or join NATO. This is what you said during a meeting with President Vladimir Putin this September. And 1 month later, however, we did not see Serbian president's attendance in the BRICS summit in Russia. Now, help us understand, what was the Serbian leadership thinking? And was there any pressure on Serbia?
There is always pressure on Serbia. Pressure on Serbia from the West. They said we should impose sanctions on Russia, that we stop Chinese investments, that we should do only things that support by European Union on United States of America. But we are independent states. We never impose any kind of sanctions on Russia. We are only state in Europe, in entire Europe, that not impose not even one sanctions on Russia. And we will continue with that kind of policy. Russia is our ally, Russia is our friend. Not just historically friend. We share the common future. Russia never do nothing to harm us. Why we should harm the Russia? NATO bombarded Serbia. NATO made aggression on Serbia. Dreadful aggression. They even killed the Chinese citizen. The Chinese embassy in Belgrade was brutally attacked, deliberately attacked. They know what they're doing. So we should be a part of that NATO. President Vučić have telephone conversation with President Putin. He called him, explained him that I will lead the Serbian delegation in Kazan. President Vučić and President Putin are personal friends. They trust each other, and I'm really proud on that relations.
Serbia President Aleksandar Vulin said he spoke to Donald Trump and inviting him to this Balkan country, pointing out that Donald Trump has the highest support in Serbia among all European nations. Well, Deputy Prime Minister Vulin, as a Serbian official currently under the US sanctions, what changes do you think Donald Trump's inauguration will bring to the relationship between the US and Serbia?
I'm not so optimistic that I think that now entire politics of United States will change regarding of Serbia. That they said, okay, sorry, it's our mistake because we made aggression on you, or Kosovo is not independent anymore, etc. I expect that we can be heard, and you must be ready to listen to Serbia, and that some of interest of Serbia must be fulfilled. Yes, as you rightfully said, I'm on the sanctions of the United States of America because they consider that my beliefs are against their interest. Fine. But I do not want to change my politics. I will not lose my connections with Russia or China. And absolutely, I will not change on the bit my idea that Serbia must be free and independent, and that Russia and China support that kind of policy of Serbia. So I expect that some things in policy of the United States will change regarding what Serbia, but I'm not so optimistic that everything's going to be changed in the instant moment. I congratulate to President Trump for elections. He already have sympathy of the Serbs, but respect, I hope that he will achieve respect, that he will deserve it, our respect.
Apart from the nearly 3-year-long Russia-Ukraine conflict, we're currently living in an international turmoil. Well, with the ongoing nightmare of Palestinian-Israeli war, the abrupt transition of power in Syria, as well as the political turmoil in South Korea. How do you hope these conflicts to end? What obligations and responsibilities do you think international community can assume in such a situation?
We see collapse in Syria, we see the problems on the Middle East, we see that all things are in focus in last month on Biden administration. I do not believe that is so, happened just by coincidence. Instantly, I heard the voice from entire West that they praise the rebels who now become the government, they praise their values. I'm strange because of that, and I don't understand what kind of values you pray. But I, of course, hope that people in Syria will find the peace. That's the most important thing. Great power must show that they understand that they're entitled to make the peace on the planet Earth. I ask of great power that they made new agreement that keep us safe for at least 50 or 100 years. After the Second World War, we have Yalta, and for 50 years, we live in peace. We need that agreement. China is big power, superpower, who understand that other nations, no matter how small they are, have right to live and exist as a sovereign and free countries. And that key word of so-called New World Order must be free.
Thank you so much, Deputy Prime Minister Vulin. Thank you for your insights and your time.
Thank you.